Hello to my cancers. All right, cancers. This is Queen Amun Ra coming to you with your general reading. Cancers, hopefully you all are having a great day on today. Hopefully you closed out that 7-7 portal. It was open from 7-4 or the 4th of July through the 11th of July. Yes. I put some information on the community page on YouTube. So hopefully you all got a chance to check it out because it overlapped with the full moon in Capricorn. It's full harvest moon in Capricorn. You all rule fourth house, right? So find out what your zodiac sign is in your fourth house, right? Find out what your zodiac sign is there. Fourth house is all about home and family. So fourth house describes our home and place of safety and retreat, both literally and metaphorically, right? So it's the crucible of family and the container of lineage and ancestry contributing to our sense of heritage, right? When you think about fourth house, you think about kind of like, where you grew up, your ancestry, your bloodline, all of that, right? Whether you know it or not, you kind of sort of think, even if you were adopted or if you really are not connected, that way, it starts with you. So in your prayer life, when you think, okay, right now we have Pluto is retrograde in Aquarius, and Aquarius is ruled by the Fool card and the World card, right? So that's the first card and the last card in the major arcana. And you start thinking, okay, well, there's a generational cycle chain and curse that I need to break, even if you're adopted, right? Whether you know your family or don't know your family, there's some kind of generational cycle chain and curse that I must break, right? And so you're going to go to source for that, right? Because Neptune is also retrograde, but it's retrograde in Aries, and Aries is ruled by the Tower card. So I'm starting to have a total recall of some things. I'm starting to have some memories of some places I've been to. Some of you all are going to start listening to Akashic Records guided meditation, which is free on YouTube. Hint, hint, for those of you all who have been thinking about it. That could have just been something that somebody's like, I was just thinking about my Akashic Records. Yeah, there you go. Right? So you may be listening to the guided meditation for that. Maybe you're picking up some more books on that, just kind of sort of trying to go back through your past lives and just trying to figure some things out. But let's get into your reading. There's tons of information on my TikTok, also on my YouTube shorts, and then also on my community page as well. So let's just get into tarot. Today is a great day. That's right. Speaking into existence. Just your high vibrational overall, cancers is going to make every day a great day for you all. So keep it high vibrational, keep it very positive. But yeah, today is a great day. Ooh, so you have a breakthrough. Big money is coming across your path. This fell right on top of the Ace of Swords here. Yeah, you got big money coming through. This is actually affecting your third house, right? This is communication coming in. So it's affecting your third house. It's also affecting your seventh house. So something legal is coming in. So it's affecting communication from court. Some kind of court document is coming in, and it's also affecting your future, your friendships and your future and all that. Your 11th house, right? So it looks like some people teamed up against you in court, and you won something. You won some money, some big money actually. That's a whole new start for somebody. Nice. Congratulations to you. I'm telling y'all, a lot of wild stuff has been happening. A lot of wild stuff has been happening to people. So talking to you wherever Cancer's in your birth chart. There it is. There's your money. Somebody may be relocating or planting some new seeds somewhere. But money is coming to you and somebody. Money is coming to you and somebody. Because you all did not pay attention to somebody told you all to cut somebody off, and you all didn't pay attention. So today is a great day because you see things from a higher frequency. There was a Sagittarius that told you to cut somebody off. Told you to cut off an earth sign. And for some of you all, it was your only connection to family, right? So a Sagittarius could have told somebody to cut. So if you're a parent, it would have been like, cut your only child off. And you're like, what? That would have been like your only connection to, you know, your money. So somebody had somebody got paid to do that. Two people got paid to do that. Oh, maybe you should just cut them off, right? And you're glad that you didn't. So yeah, today is a great day. So something legal is coming through for you all. So some attorneys got involved in something to get you some money. Here's the Queen of Cups here. So yeah, because you're sincerely compassionate towards people. Sincerely compassionate towards people. That's why when I talk about closing cycles out in love, and just praying about it, the answer should come directly from source. We are resources. Readers are resources. So you're cutting energies off. It's like until source tells you to cut energies off. Yeah. So there's some people whose backs are against the wall now, because they told people you have poured out everything. Whoever you are, you have poured out everything, and people thought your backs were against the wall. Like in terms of like whatever you created, whether you created a business or whether you create whatever you created, because you poured out so much in terms of your creativity. But now that's returned because of your compassion towards just mankind in general, and so now other people's backs are against the wall. Because when your back is against the wall, you tapped in the source, right? And you're thriving. You're thriving. Yeah. People told you to cut off. People told you to cut off like one energy in particular. That would be like somebody telling you, let's say, for instance, to cut off, let's say you don't have the best relationship with your mom, right? And somebody saying you need to just cut your mother off, instead of saying, well, you know, maybe y'all can work on that, or I pray for you, pray for you, on that relationship, you know, or that's your only child, whatever. I'll pray, for you on that, or whatever. Or cut off your husband or your wife, and they know you hurting, something hurts real bad. I'll pray for you on that, I'll pray for y'all, or whatever. Somebody show some compassion, right? Not faking compassion. Oh, I just cut them off, whatever. Now there are, if they're making a decision for themselves, that's different. They're telling you, right? So, but it would be like cutting off that one last energy that connects you to everything. Y'all get the point what I'm saying here, right? So here we have Nine of Pentacles here. So I'm seeing not only the seed was planted, the two people to cut you off for their financial independence, but you saw something from a higher frequency. In other words, you're operating in faith. Like you're saying, okay, these people are playing me. They're trying to separate people for a reason. I'm gonna be patient, and I'm gonna trust source. I'm gonna see what is this about. Let me pray about something and find out what the heck is going on here. Right? That's where the high priestess gifts kicked in. Light high priestess gifts kicked in. Like, what's going on here? So you got on top of something. You got on top of something. You started praying for something. Like, okay, that high priestess gift came in because you're like, somebody trying to get in between somebody's fortune, because that's the wheel of fortune, right? A Sagittarius is trying to get in between somebody's fortune. And you could somehow you could feel something like if somebody was talking about somebody behind their back. Somebody wants to know where somebody lives. Somebody wants to know somebody's address. Somebody wants to know somebody's home address, and kind of like it was like somebody was depressed or something, but actually somebody was thriving. Here we have Three of Wands. I had a conversation going on behind someone's back who was actually trying to expand and taking a leap of faith. And this is what you have in common. This is what you have in common with someone. So yeah, so something was just overwhelming. There's a moon card here. of something. Some people were doing some stuff in secret, practicing moon magic, dark moon magic. That's why I always tell people all the time, like, don't practice moon magic. Like when people send me pictures, I'm sure people are sending me pictures from all over the world. You know, I post that just to let everybody know we're all under the same moon, right? Collectively. But people are sending me pictures from all over the world. And that's just a part of our community here. But please do not practice dark moon magic. It can be overwhelming, for some people, because it's hard for some people to come out of that space. Um, it really is difficult. It throws people's rhythms off, their sleep patterns and their rhythms off. Some people gotta get, I mean, beyond the fact that some people gotta get up and go to work the next day. Um, but some people can't recover from that. They feel like, okay, they missing out on something. They missing out in their friendship groups. They missing out on whatever. It's hard for some people to thrive. They literally are in survival mode. During the day, they feel like, everybody else is asleep during the day, and they're missing out on something. And so it just throws them out of alignment. And depending on who it is, they could be a target, at night when all that wild stuff is out. That's why another reason why I put the spirit animal, the summer solstice spirit animal information on my uh, community page as well, because, like, for instance, full moon. See how these two wolves are howling at the moon? There are also people who are howling at the moon. But if you're driving down like a highway or byway and you're trying to get somewhere 80, 90 miles per hour, which obviously is over the speed limit everywhere, but people are driving that fast, trying to get to wherever they're trying to get to, whatever hour of the night. If there's a full moon, there's deer out there. They trying to come to the side of the road. They trying to see what the moon is doing, right? The moon is doing what the moon is doing. And they just sitting up there staring at the moon. But at some point, they're going to bounce across the lanes where people are driving at high speed. You're not trying to figure out whether your car is stronger than a deer. You don't want to hit a deer, right? Or a person, or whatever, right? And so everything is heightened around full moon. So source is saying, people don't know where to put all of that energy, during full moon, and it can be overwhelming for some people. So um, something has come to light. Something has come to light, and that's what I'm seeing, some kind of breakthrough here. But something has come to light. Something was trying to come in between. Some people, I thought they had gotten away with something. Here's the Seven of Cups here. Uh-huh. Yeah. 4 and 7 is 11. Mm-hmm. Yeah. A light came on for somebody in hermit mode, whether it was like through a dream, but something has been overwhelming. Something was overwhelming for somebody, like in a dream. Um, and somebody was inspired to talk to somebody about something. Here's the Hierophant card here. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah. So again, today is a great day. Yeah. So somebody was saved from a jealous lover. You could have been saved from a jealous lover, somebody who, let me see, 4, 7, 10. Yeah. You could have been saved from somebody who was acting like they were compassionate towards you in some way, shape, form, or fashion, but they were actually really just jealous of you. And this could have been like jealous of you and someone else. Um, hmm Yeah, they could have been jealous of you and someone else. Like they were coming in like they were saving you from something. Like they were on some kind of white horse, like they were saving you from something. When really it was just like trying to see what they can see, trying to find out information from you. Here we have Page of Wands here. Yeah, being shady about something. Um, like if something was a competition, whoever you are, like somebody was saying stuff like being shady about stuff, like, but they were really competing with you. You're not like a teenager, like somebody was just competing with you all. But anyway, you're cutting ties. You're cutting ties because as you're going back to your memory, you're starting to remember some things like, somebody's trying to come in between you and some kind of a fortune. Um, and it looks like it's kind of quite a few people. Y'all know what I'm saying? Cancer. It's like, remember, I always say that y'all are the mother and the money sign of the zodiac, right? So there was quite a few players in this trying to keep you all away from some money, right? Maybe because it could have been family fortune or something that was going on. Because the people were trying to keep y'all away from something. Because thinking that you were in hermit mode. Hermit doesn't mean that you shy. Your home for you all is like where your heart is. You all have made your homes comfortable, whether you live in an apartment, a studio, a condo, a 45-room mansion. It doesn't really matter. It's where your safe space is for you. Um, but some people were actually paid to team up and basically cut you off from something, whoever you are, cut you off from something, and then tell some kind of lie that you turned your back on and this was in court, like you turned your back. This ace and six is seven. Seven is the justice card, like that you turned your back on some energies. You ain't turn your back on nothing. Or either it's physical something. It could be a house. It could be something of value. It could be money. It could be a house. It could be something of value. People said you turned your back on. People thought you had died. I mean, like literally that you somewhere, something happened to you. Because that's what the Ten of Swords usually mean, that somebody behind closed door, depressed, bled out, whatever, had a nervous breakdown. None of those things happened to you. You actually somewhere thriving, right? Now something may have died in you in terms of maybe like being in a relationship with certain types of people. Like you may have said, okay, once you left home, you may have said never again would you date a certain type of a person anymore. Whether it's um, something on their spirit, you may have said, okay, I could just tell, maybe this person's a mama's boy or a daddy's girl, or, I can't see myself being in a relationship with somebody who can't really, they're not independent in their thinking. They got to talk to 50 friends before they can make a decision for the household, that kind of stuff. That could have died within you. So your ancestors, they've been past you the baton, like in terms of creativity, like in terms of your spiritual gifts. Your ancestors been past you that baton, in terms of creativity. So that's what I'm seeing here for you all. That's why you all didn't have a nervous breakdown. Somebody started going back to their mind and started realizing, hey, the baton was passed to you. Whenever things end, you go right into creativity mode. So yeah, today is a great day. It was like, so I'm telling y'all literally, when things end for y'all, a job, in your personal or your professional life, let me just say that covers everything in your personal or your professional life. It literally is like when people do sneaky stuff behind your back, because that's how some people are built. They just sneaky. People do sneaky stuff behind your back. You went right into creating stuff. These energies really felt like, whoever these energies are, felt like you would have to stay connected to them in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Like you couldn't even believe in your own dreams again to move on. Like you're going to have to stay connected to them by some way, shape, form, or fashion, as if you would not have an option. If that makes any sense. These are family members or people who say they love you, who told people that you cut them off. But what they did was talked about you like a dog behind your back. And so Source is saying, no, today is a great day. You didn't cut these energies off. You started believing in your North Node. You started believing in your dreams. Some of these energies, when you talk to them, they try to gaslight you. They try to gaslight you. So if they lied and told people that you cut them off, this time they'll be telling the truth. This time they'll be telling the absolute truth. Yep. Because justice is in your favor. Justice is in your favor. They basically told you they told you to cut off the one person that would have cut you off from everything. This is somebody who is jealous of you. This is somebody who is jealous of you. Them and their family jealous of you. Somebody that you felt that you held them in high regard. This is either somebody who is yeah, this is a Sagittarius. Somebody you held in high regard. Somebody who has yeah, they sure did. They went to court. They went to court behind your back with a religious organization. This is with someone's ex. They are responsible. They did something. They did something behind your back that somebody may require. Somebody may require an emotional support dog. Again, take only what resonates with you. Somebody may require an emotional support dog for what they did because of somebody's jealousy. Somebody literally felt like they were. It was if it's to the death of them, they were going to get you back for something for leaving them. These people are. Oh my God. That's what I'm saying. Like when y'all leave people behind and these energies are lying and trying to gaslight people and say, oh, they just cut you off. That's why I don't believe that kind of stuff. When people say, oh, they just cut me off, I'm like, okay, let me hear this side of the story because it's two sides of the sword. The devil card, yeah. Yeah, so these people are now, I'm telling y'all, they're going to say that the devil made them do it. I'm telling y'all, they're going to say that the devil made them do what they did. Wherever these energies are, they created this monster, right? And they're going to say the devil made them do it. They didn't know what got into them. I'm telling y'all, is this dark moon magic? There's no way in the world somebody, this one energy in particular that could have, whoever this is a loved one. This is a one energy that if everybody else, all see these 10 swords right here, this is a loved one, whether they are biologically related to you or not. This is one person, I'm telling y'all, that if they had stood up in a court of law and said all of these 10 people were lying about you behind your back, their credibility alone would have been justice in your favor. But because money was on the table for them, because money was on the table for them and their family, loved ones, guess what they did? And they even sent you a picture. And I know that because of this water here on the table. They actually sent you a picture. That's how cold and callous this energy is. That's how cold and callous they are. They sent you a picture, all while lying about you behind your back, just as shady as ever. Talking about the devil made them do it. They don't know what got into them. You should have 0 words for them. 0. This is a person who, like I'm trying to tell y'all right now, this is a person, if it was down to one person that could have stood up on your behalf, that was that one person that would have swayed all of this. They would have made a big difference against all of these people. And when it came their time to speak, they lied. Two of Pentacles. Wearing a mask the whole time. They walk right in there with a mask on. Nine and two is 11. 11. They walk right in there with a mask on and lied. Just like they walk, like somebody sent somebody into your house and planted something in your house. They walk right in the court and lied. A double-sided tongue, like a snake. They literally, like a two-sided snake, like a double tongue. Here's a Three of Pentacles here. What I say? Made somebody feel even worthless, even more worthless. They wanted you out of your wherever you live. They wanted you out. Two of Pentacles and Three of Pentacles is Five of Pentacles. They had a whole organization. They had another person and the whole organization behind them. Talking out both sides of their mouth. I talk about pick-me spirits all the time on my channel. Everybody's a pick-me. Everybody wants to be a part of something, right? So that's not necessarily a derogatory term, but this energy wanted to be a part of something so bad where money was involved. They didn't care, you know, how cold-hearted it was for you. If it meant seeing you on the outside of something, you kicked out of your house, nothing. They just wanted to be a part of something. If money was involved and they can get their hands on a piece of a pie, hey, they was in for it. Here's the Seven of Cups. So you're keeping your vibrations high, 6 and 7 right here. This is 13. So they're going through a rebirth now. This Seven of Cups is Scorpio. Whoever the Scorpio is going through a rebirth. Seven of Cups is devil energy. The same public hanging they wanted for you. And I'm saying public hanging like a second in command in the book of Esther. You know, public embarrassment or shame they wanted for you is happening for them. King of Pentacles. Because now somebody got all the information they need. That King of Pentacles is King Xerxes, right? And you would be like as considered as Esther, Queen Esther, whoever you are, whether you're a man or woman. If I'm just using kind of sort of reference here, but somebody knows that you're solid. They know that you're not. People know that you're a loner, right? That whatever they accused you of, that you're not that person. You're not that person. Somebody was basically saying you're into some kind of sex work. You're into this and that. People are like, okay, now we got people posted up outside their house. We see them coming and going. We see them doing X, Y, and Z. That is a lie. They are not that. Y'all ready to cut somebody off just because y'all got money in y'all hands and just believe in anything that y'all hear. And you just one person that could have swayed all of this. Everybody talking about this person behind their back, you, Cancer. And you the one person that could have spoken up and didn't say one freaking thing, talking about you love somebody. And today is a great day. Ten of Swords. So I see you having a breakthrough and I see you thriving behind closed doors, but you are cutting every last one of them off. Five of Cups. These energies are now regretting even suggesting that you would cut off, somebody who, for you would be kind of like the last connection to like like a family member or something like that. I mean, how cruel is that? And basically like, okay, basically it's two sides of the sword. Like, oh, either you can get an emotional support dog or they can get an emotional support dog. Like what? So show the world the real you. Somebody has a moon in Aquarius. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so you're spending time with animals. So somebody's gonna be spending more time out in nature, just recharging and resetting. And like I said, that's why I have the and see this owl sitting on the top of these antlers here, this bird. That's why I said, like, I put this summer solstice spirit animal information on my channel. Yeah, this is not even something you need to overthink. You and somebody don't even need to overthink this, for real. Here's the Eight of Cups here. Mm-hmm. Remember, all of this is genderless, by the way. Yeah, genderless. You're just kind of like walking away and just like, I don't even know if it's total disbelief. It's just like in hindsight. Somebody's just like in hindsight. Mm-mm-mm. Alrighty. Yeah. The Aries involved in something. That's what I have for you. In hindsight, somebody's like, you had a first impression of somebody. And so like hindsight for you is just like, wow, 2020. It's like, okay, you had a first impression of somebody, but then you're like, sanctity. Yeah. Somebody was, when you first met somebody was acting really sanctified and religious. Y'all know what I'm saying? Like, y'all know people be acting like they way too religious. Walking around with cheesecloth on their head. I'm not trying to be funny either when I say that. Like some people just be acting like they just holier than thou. So your dreams need a practical plan. There's a moon and Taurus involved. Talking extra proper, people putting R's at the end of words that don't have R's at the end of words. Yeah, just a lot of stuff. Here we have Angel Raphael, the healer and protector of travelers, is with you. You're a star in your own right. That's North Node. Somebody has a demon of pride. You're doing the mirror work. Somebody has not been completely honest with you. It's just too much, child. Anyway, listen to your intuition. Treat yourself to a spa day. Things are starting to flow to you like water. You're closing out the cycle in love. Speak it into existence. Throat chakra cleanse. Yeah, but somebody felt like they were judging you based on your past, right? But like I said, you're not judging these people at all. But when I see the sanctity card, these energies are acting like they were super religious. They just could create something. But see, with all of this water in the cards, um, so let's say, for example, let me see. Let's say, for example, you've been married more than once, right? They would judge you based on how many times you were married, but they would be in an adulterous relationship or a same-sex relationship. Or let's say you were in a same-sex relationship, they would judge you based on that, but they'd be sleeping with somebody's husband or wife. Anything that you did, anything that you did for them, they would weigh the scales as worse than what they did, right? They would play judge, jury, and executioner in your life, right? No grace, in other words, none. So source is saying here, you are a very compassionate person, very compassionate person. And the reason why justice is in your favor is because some other people brought up their past. They thought they had gotten away with something, except somebody's lover surfaced. Somebody in their own family talked about their lover. Something that their lover did to them. To make them cry. So yeah, so somebody's gonna tell you that the devil made them do it. But you're still cutting them off. Here we have your gifts have increased. That is what I have for you, Cancers. Let me see. Yeah, this is somebody you used to pray with. Pray for and pray with. Oh, wow. Yeah, this is somebody you used to pray for and pray with that sacrificed you. You and somebody else. 777. I'm in the flow. So your purpose flows from within you, and everything that is unfolding or being revealed to you is part of your purpose, a state of peace and calmness in your soul. Yep. Source has made things abundantly clear about these three energies. Abundantly clear. That you will be leaving them behind forever. That is what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. Again, like I said, you are roll fourth house. You want to find out what your zodiac sign is in your fourth house. And as you and somebody are in hermit mode, looks like here, and this, like I said, just gaining some clarity, like just kind of gaining some clarity. There will be people talking about you behind your back, you and somebody behind your back, but that's okay. It's like I said, brand new start, new beginning. You all may be planting some seeds, maybe somewhere else. But I see financial independence here, in your cards, or just planting seeds. Planting seeds somewhere else could just mean, you know, down the street for somebody who knows. But your dreams do need a practical plan. But you learn how to save yourself, like I said before. Um, I feel like also somebody's gonna realize your tears, whether you're a man or woman, it doesn't really matter. Your tears actually is not a sign of weakness. It's just a sign of release. That's also gonna let you know too, when you start crying about certain things or you start feeling your tears welling up, that's gonna be your indicator that leaving and not coming back. For somebody, when you realize, okay, you're crying about something, you're not coming back. That's gonna be a one and done for somebody. So you'll know. I mean, like your spirit will tell you if you cried about something, you're just done. That's what I have for you. Hopefully this is helpful. All right. Bye.